So get this one duplicated and drag it down. You can bring it up to this level. So we quickly adjust it. So 0.94. We're going to do that by 2.94. So that gives us this. So I'm taking this right to this end here. So we're going to have to duplicate this. Ctrl D. And here we go. So something like this. So I'm going to move this a bit right here. And what I'm going to do next now is to select this one. Then I go to the top ribbon. So I select this and I actually align to the left. That will actually equalize this for me here. So I check my space. This is the spacing I have. That is beautiful. I love it. So what do we want to have here? We want to actually analyze something that looks just like this. So if you can see what we have now, profit made from female gender, male gender, married customer profit, single customer profit. We just want to have something like this. So how can we customize this? So quickly, we go back here and we click on analysis. So this is where we have to get things, So quickly, we just have to demarcate this. That means we've actually stopped analysis right there. So Ctrl+C to copy. So I'm going to paste this one down here with Ctrl+V to paste it. So all I have to move out now is this one. So remember, we are actually analyzing customer. Like all our analysis is based on customer, not on product, not on, time series or whatsoever. We just want to see, the customer dimension, how well we're doing based on profit margin, whatever it is. So now we just want to go to customer table. It is going to be this one here. And all I'm going to be looking for now is the gender. So I drag it down to this part. And quickly, once we have this, all I have to do is to make sure I convert this into a percentage of grand total. So in case you don't want this to be a percentage of grand total any longer, so what you can do is for you to go to no calculation and it's return it back for you to that. So we want to use something like this. So next thing I do is for me to come here and reference this. So why am I having no value? So I'm referencing this. So I don't know what is wrong with this one here. You can just copy this across and I'm going to copy it all the way down. So once I've done this, I'm going to have to go with this and we go with percentage. We take off the extra decimal. So we do this. So right here, we're going to type in full percentage. Let us use full percentage. That's going to be our 100%. So it's going to be 100% here as well. So this is actually what is going to help us to create the kind of chart we want to create. So all we do is to select this. So go to the top ribbon, insert, and we look for what chart can help us to do that. So here we go. So we insert this particular 2D chart here. So with this 2D chart, double click on it to have this activated. We don't want this title, so we want to get it off. We don't want the grid line. We don't want this axis as well. So for this axis here, before we definitely remove it, make sure you click on it and go to this particular part here. So you go to where you have your axis here. So you actually make sure you do 0. And here you do 1. So that actually reset this one to 100% for you. That is beautiful. So with this now, you can actually get this off. Okay. Now, what if I actually change the color to this one here? What about that? For the time being, I'm going to use this color. Okay. After doing that, I'm going to come here and switch row to column. That gives me this. So with that now, I have this selected. I want to come here now and select something like this. So no line. So what happens if I definitely come here and make sure I do this overlapping? So it sent the one that is actually my main value back behind this one, and we don't really want that. So right click and select data. So what we can do now is for we to actually, select this, and actually this one come top. So you click on OK. So quickly I can just select this one, go back here, and I'm gonna make this one fill the hole for me. So with that, you can select this, no fill, no outline. They can make it smaller, something like this. All right, so it is time for we to call this. Ctrl X. So go to the and paste it here. Move this away and bring this right in here. So I just have to reduce it. So I think I'm cool with this. If you're not too cool with this, you can just make it like this. And I can Ctrl D to duplicate it. I'm gonna have this one right here. Then I can select both of them. Make sure you select both of them. So once you see this plus sign, you can move it and have this one at the spot here. So we want to take it down a little bit. So for the space at the top, you can go with something like this. That is nice. So what we want to do now is to right click on this one, go to this. So you can see once you select this, you can click on edit and you click on this. That shows you where this one is pointed at. So you can omit it and have it for this one. Click on OK. Select the second one. Do the same thing. Don't worry about this here. Just take it off. And that is going to be this one here. You see that? So once you click on this, this is what you have. So for this one now, it's actually pointing at this particular female. So you can point it to this one. And that gives you for male. So you click on OK. So the next thing you are going to do now is select this one. Make sure you have it selected. Go right here and select the color consistency. Select this color. Select this one. Come here and select this color. That is beautiful. So we just have this one here. We don't have any value for it yet. What we are trying to analyze here is actually the marital status. So how do we go about it? Very simple and easy. I can just go ahead and copy this. I'm gonna take this off. With my shift key, with my control key, I have this plus sign here, which can actually help me to duplicate this. While I move it, I have something like this. All I just have to do is to make a little change to this one. Right click and go to show field list. That brings back this for you. So click on this and make sure you go to where you have the marital status right in. And that is going to be somewhere around here we go. If we can't find it easily, we can search it, but we can find it. Here we go. I'm taking the gender off. That gives me something like this. So we don't have to do much work to get this down. So once you've done this, you can come here right now. So we can right click, select. So we make a little change. So select this one, edit, and I'm gonna move this down. So we select this one. So here, this one is pointing to my, married. So select this one here. And this is the percentage for the married, and select this one here. So just this. So justification, then right click and you go ahead and do the same thing to this one as well. Edit. So here we go. Click on OK. So make sure to remember where you are. So you just take this off as well. So you select this. And finally is this one here. You just select the single and you click on OK, click on OK. That actually gives you something like this. So once you have gotten this, you can double click it, move it this way, select this one here, and be consistent with the color. Click on this one. So we go with this one as well. So we want to go with something like this. So that is beautiful. Oh, let us go back and see if we did select the right color for it. Okay, that's going to be this one. All right, so we've gotten something like this. What is left right now is the header that's going to make it stand out, just like what we have right on this one here. Can you see it right now? So I'm not going to copy the one we have here. Instead, I'm going to actually go ahead and create ours. So let us quickly go back here. So I'm going to select this now from here. Let's select this, Ctrl-D to duplicate it. So in here now, you can get this off. So what I'm going to have now is double click on this. I'm going to say profit made from female gender. From female gender. So now we just have to make sure we format it nicely before we take it up to this level. So let us go to the top ribbon here. I'm going to have this on 11. So I'm going to have, okay, I think I'm cool with this. So, but right on this one, double click it, shift the arrow to select this one here. So I'm going to bold it. So, going here and select this color for it. So once I'm done, I'm going to do Ctrl-D. I'm taking this one right here. So take your time to actually get it formatted. So I'm going to duplicate this one as well. So just double click on this one and just take this one off and type in capital letter M here. So profit made from male gender. So I'm getting this one in here as well. That is beautiful. So you can see how it looks. So we just double this. Oh, yeah. You can just double click on this one, Ctrl-A. Here is going to be married customer profit. So married customer profit. So here for the married, I'm going to just scroll to this end here. Shift, you select it. So we go straight up to the top ribbon and select this color for it. So we would have to change this particular color we have here. So we don't want to use the same color. So we just change the color that matches this. So for this one here, what if I just select both of them and actually float them to the left-hand corner? You can just go ahead and reduce this one and take this one here. So if you check it now, what we have not done is to actually make sure we bold it. So we can double click it now. So Ctrl-B to bold it. And that is going to be for our male married. So let us go and see which one is the married one. The married one is actually the one with 30%. So it's going to be the one that is going to carry the small bar. And I think we are correct. So we are correct. So now, so we get to duplicate, sorry, just do this one. So single customers profit. So for the single, we just want to make something like this. So Ctrl-B, we go ahead to the top and select this. So we just reduce it a little bit. And here we come. So I have this one right here. So we're not done yet. All we have to do now is just take this percentage and have it duplicated. Then bring it to this particular point here. So we go all the way right here. So the female gender percentage is what we need. So here is our female gender. So that's correct. So just get it duplicated. Oh, sorry, I just kind of highlighted it. So just go ahead and move it down. So we just, this is actually on 19. This should be on 20. So all I change is so you can see this one is sitting on AP19. This one is going to be on AP20. That was what I did. So once I've done that, I can just come here now and duplicate this one and come here, give this to this. Take your time to format this. So here is going to be my married, and for the married is going to be right here. So we duplicate it, move it all the way down, and just change the number. So 19 to 20. So beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to make sure I get to double click on this. So escape this, select this tool here, go to the top and change the color. So how about this? So take your time to actually have this formatted. That is what you need to do. So here we go. All right, so can you see what we have right here right now? This is actually beautiful. So this is exactly what it is. I'm gonna have to drop this down a little bit. So now, no filter yet. Once filter comes, you're gonna see how dynamic the dashboard is. So let us just finish creating this particular dashboard before we actually bring in other sliders. Like all the sliders we're gonna use right in this to make it very much more dynamic, just like what we are seeing right here. So right here, if I select any month now, we're gonna have the dashboard to actually update automatically on its own, you know. So you can see if I select this now, you see the whole dashboard just gets to update. If I select this one now, so we're gonna have this particular nice update right here. So don't worry, we're gonna get here. We are up to the task and we're gonna get there.